In previous lecture, we discussed about D1 and D2, and these values are tabulated for the sample size n is equal to 2 to 25. Now, we will discuss how the control chart is constructed. So, next point is construction of control chart for x bar and r. X bar, that is mean, and r, that is range. Construction of control charts for x bar and r means plotting up central line and the control limits for x bar and r. Control charts are plotted on a rectangular coordinate axis. Vertical scale representing the statistical measures x bar and r, that is mean and range, and horizontal scale representing the sample numbers. Hours, dates, or lot number may be represented on the horizontal scale. Sample points, mean or range, are indicated on the chart by points which may or may not be joined. So be careful. For x bar chart, control line is drawn as a solid horizontal line at x bar, and UCL x bar and LCL x bar are drawn at computed values as dotted horizontal line. Okay, means UCL x bar and LCL x bar are shown by dotted lines, and CL is shown by dark line. For our chart, the central line is drawn as solid horizontal line at R bar, and UCLR is drawn at the computed value as a dotted horizontal line. And if the sample size is 7 or more, that means n is greater or equal to 7, then LCLR means lower central line, lower, is drawn as dotted horizontal line at the computed value. Otherwise, n is less than 7, LCLR is taken to be 0. Means for n less than 7, lower control limit for R is assumed to be 0. Now we will discuss some remarks on X bar and R charts, and this is very important while studying quality control. So this remarks is very helpful. Remarks 1. The values of the constants A1, A2, D1, D2, D3, D4 for different values of sample size are given. in appendix of the book that you study for this paper. Okay. Second, X bar chart reveals undesirable variations between samples as far as their averages are concerned, while the R charts reveals any undesirable variation within samples. Once more, X bar chart reveals undesirable variation between samples as far as their average are concerned, while the R chart reveals any undesirable variation within samples. Okay, note this point. One is between sample and another is within samples. Next point, for a process to be working under statistical control, points both in X bar and R chart should lie between the control limits. And next point is a process which is not in statistical control. This suggests presence of assignable causes of variations which throw the process out of control, and these causes must be traced and eliminated so that the process may return to operation under stable statistical conditions. Means if the process is not in control, then the reasons for this must be traced and should be eliminated. Now, next point we will discuss, that is the criterion for detecting lack of control in X bar and R chart. Means what are the criteria under which X bar and R chart shows lack of control. Okay, the main object of the control chart is to indicate when a process is not in control. Note this point, this is very important. The main object of the control chart is to indicate when a process is not in control. The criteria for detecting lack of control are therefore of fundamental importance. The pattern of sample points in a control chart is the key to the proper interpretation of the working of the process. Okay, the following situation shows lack of control. Now we will discuss one by one some conditions which shows the lack of the control. Number one point. Number one point is a point outside the control limit. If there is a point or more than one point which is outside the control limit, then what does it show? A point going outside control limits is a clear indication of the presence of assignable causes of variation, which must be traced and corrected. A point outside the control limits may result from a increased dispersion or range in level. Lack of uniformity may be due to the variation in the quality of raw material. And next, deficiency in the skill of operator. If operator is not skilled, then it is also a problem. Next is loss of alignment among machines. This is also very important if there is loss of alignment among machines. Next is change of working condition. If working condition is changed, then process may not be in statistical control, etc. It may be indicated by a point or by points above the upper control limits for range. It may also result in points outside the control limits by mean. Now, next point, a run of 7 or more points. What is a run of 7 or more points? One such situation is a run of 7 or more points above or below the control line in the control chart. Such run indicate shift in the process level on our chart. A run of points above the control line is an indication of increase in process spread and therefore represents an undesirable situation, while a run below the central line indicates an improvement in the sense that variability has been reduced. Means if there is a run up, means if there is a run below 7 and it is below the central line, then it indicates an improvement in the sense that variability means variation has been reduced. Next point is third, and it shows that sample points on X bar and R chart too close to the control central line, which is the too close to the central line, exhibits another form of assignable cause. And this variation, as shown below in figure, represents systematic differences within sample or subgroup and results from improper selection of samples and biases in measurement. Here we have shown this by figure, and either in figure sample points too close to the central line, and there is one dotted line UCL and one dark line CL and another dotted line is LCL, and sample points have been represented which are within the control limit, upper control limit and lower control limit. Next is presence of trends. The trends shown by sample points on the control charts are also an indication of assignable causes. Trend pattern as shown below in figures, a phenomenon usually observed in engineering industry, and that indicates the gradual shift in the process level and trend may be upward or downward. So here we have shown this by two figures and presence of trends in control charts. In one figure is a trend in upward, in another figure trend is in downward conditions. Next point is presence of cycle. In some cases, the cyclic pattern of points in the control charts as shown below in figures indicates the presence of assignable causes of variation, and such patterns are due to material or any mechanical reasons, and this is shown in figure clearly. Note all this, and this is very simple, and you have to keep it into your mind, and this way it will be helpful in studying of statistical quality control. So that's all of today class. Thank you.